What is the most insane thing someone in your family has done? I came out as gay at age 13. I was bullied heavily in school since I lived in a predominantly Christian town. The bullying started typical and manageable, being called names and having my stuff knocked out of my hands. One day my bullies managed to talk their older siblings into following me home to assault me. Some of their siblings were seniors or even graduates, 3 of them were legally adults. As a kid I had no sense of danger and just took them following me as them going the same way, but I was still moving pretty fast because we just got a Y and I wanted to play Mario. Well, I managed to get to my yard but not much further than that when my backpack got grabbed and was pushed to the ground. These teens were now hurting me, and they weren't going easy. One of them managed to SA me. My mom heard the noise and came outside and they ran off after that. My mom picked me up and had to take me to the emergency room for the damage. I had 2 fractures in my nose and a broken arm. This meant I couldn't play the Wii until it healed, and the police were called while I was there. We had cameras that caught most of the assault and caught almost all of the teens' faces. The ones who were 16 and under mostly got a slap on the wrist and that was that, but the ones who were 18 got arrested and faced some heavy prison time. Now there was this 17-year-old, he was the one that SA'd me, who managed to walk out of this after a few days in the county jail. My mom was not happy with this at all, since his birthday was about 2 weeks away and he should have been charged as an adult. My mom knew exactly where the trashy teen lived and knew his parents. His parents weren't nice people at all, and my mom definitely had more than one reason to despise these people, such as when they stole our Pomeranian from our yard. They tied him to a street light. Then proceeded to hurt him till he passed away. The fact that their son broke my bones sent her off the edge with his family, and I think the final nail in the coffin for them was actually bragging about how their son got away with hurting that heathen boy at the local stores and on social media. It didn't take too long for my mom to work out a plan in her mind because later that week she told me that she'd get them out of town no matter what. My mom is not a killer though, and while she later did admit she was tempted to enact the plan much sooner, she chose not to make things worse if she gets caught. She waited for 2 months, that is until summer break hit. Trashy family was not one to be quiet about big plans since they loved to brag about having more money than most in the town, and would always announce when they would be going on vacation, where they'd be going, and for how long they'd be going for. This was it, Mom's golden opportunity. She made sure everything was set, checked around Trashy family's neighbors' houses for any cameras, made sure that she had a place she wouldn't be seen, and on the last day of Trashy family's vacation she went down at night and set their house on fire. This small town didn't have its own fire station, the nearest one was 45 minutes away. By the time a fire truck got there, the damage had been done. Most of their house was completely destroyed. Just like clockwork, that next morning they arrived to see the destruction. You could hear the screaming 3 blocks away. My mom just sat in her chair, drinking coffee, and watching the Golden Girls.